You should put this in.
I'm a yoga teacher as well, sorry.
Oh yeah. Hello everyone. Today we are again with Margarita Orlova.
Hello, mis amores.
See, I posted today a story. I was like, mis amores, and then she replied and she corrected me. She was like, it's with one S.
Yeah, it's not miss, it's miss, as in like my loves.
Oh, that's Spanish, right? Español.
Yes.
Español. So this is the second time that we're here today.
Yes.
We're not okay. Today
Not
we're in
here.
review, not here. First time was in the studio.
Yes.
But I don't know if you've noticed my format changed a lot since the last
yes,
time.
you did. You
like
did.
we were
you
at the
grew
studio.
a lot.
Yeah. Thanks. We were at the studio, but then we decided that when I bought the mics, I was like, it's time to move around.
For sure.
And in Cyprus, moving around is exposure, literally free exposure.
As well, exactly.
So that's what we did.
Good.
I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm happy
And
to
you
be
know,
here.
like 2 days ago was a year for the podcast.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly a year.
Wow.
And so you were
Happy
with
birthday
me.
to Cypriota podcast.
And so you were with me in October.
Yes.
And many things changed.
Yes.
What changed?
Many things changed and many things stayed the same. I'm still Margaret, I'm still me.
She's still Margaret, she's still her, but I'm gonna touch base on 3 things that I think we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Freelancing,
Okay.
yoga,
Okay.
which I think changed you a lot
I think
throughout
so.
the year.
That's
I mean,
what people have been telling me, but I personally don't notice, but we'll talk about it.
okay, but like also I feel like yoga is not only a sport, it's like
Oh no, it is not a
it's
sport,
like
in fact.
psychological, more like
Most definitely. It's a lifestyle.
lifestyle psychology. You know all those other like people that do the Chinese things with the tea, that's also I don't know what the abrad what is that called, but like I know that that exists as well, and it helps people a lot through like hard times and stuff.
Yes.
And the other thing that we're going to talk about is how you continue to do your food vlogs and how are you still so skinny.
Okay, I do have my secrets indeed.
Okay, so tell us a bit about why you decided to leave, you decided to start freelancing.
Yeah.
Go on with your life.
So it just how normally you progress when your vlog grows. My vlog did grow, is that I realized I need flexibility with my time and own my time, because balancing, you know, being in an office and then also parallel to this do my vlogs was not being healthy at all, because I was working 8 hours, I was coming home, maybe resting for maximum 20 minutes, getting ready, going, filming something, editing, etc. Like I was never resting. I was sleeping for maybe like 4 or 5 hours, which, to be fully honest, ooh, this is how you distract me. I love that. Okay, let's wait for the food, I guess.
Yeah, sorry again.
No.
This is like a mukbang. That's what it reminds me of. But you know how
mukbang.
mukbangs was a really big thing? Oh, it's seafood.
Was. Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was gonna happen.
You're
It
not
makes
allowed
sense.
seafood at all?
Nothing. I can have the salad.
Ay.
This is also seafood.
No.
Uh-oh.
This is bad.
Max, you're gonna have the food. This is my secret to staying skinny, so I don't.
Coffee.
I don't eat seafood.
What, seafood
You're gonna
is
have it.
fatty?
Oi, I'm saying I'm not gonna eat it.
Oh.
I could have shown it on the video, but you're gonna
No,
eat
I
it.
feel so bad now.
Okay.
We didn't know. I didn't know either what they're
I
bringing.
should have told you, but it's fine.
Look at this. This is so pretty.
No, but it looks really nice. I love when
Yeah.
they put fish on the salt in the salt.
You're in restaurants probably every day. You don't even eat at home.
Actually, not every day, but every other day.
You know what podcast I really fucking love?
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Guess.
Ice Latte Girls.
Yes.
Of course.
That is, I know their producer.
Yeah,
That guy,
I know.
Brains.
Andreas, if you're seeing it, we love you.
Brains. I know people who worked with him. But like, from something so, to be honest, I would never think that they two would pair up.
Really?
They're really alike and they look
Yeah.
like sisters.
Yeah.
But like that is a successful thing. That was a very good
Yes.
idea.
No, I thought, to be honest, they picked up right on time.
Yeah.
I think there was a gap in the market that we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Just two girlies chatting about girly things, girly problems, and it just made sense, and they filled that gap that was needed in Cyprus.
Yeah.
I love it.
But also there's a lot
I've
of people...
been on it, you know, right?
I know,
Yeah.
I saw that. I thought I sent you a video. I was like, I'm listening to this.
Yes.
Okay, continue and then we'll do the food issue.
Sure. So, what was the question?
You were telling me about freelancing.
Freelance. Yes, so it was getting unhealthy. I was literally like sleeping like 4 or 5 hours a day, and I was always exhausted. And thing is, my own vlog started picking up so much more that it was starting to kind of becoming, in a way, more important for me than my office job, which obviously like I loved, and I still continue doing content creation and social media, but on a freelance basis. So that's the topic we wanted to touch. It just gives me more flexibility. I love it. I love also being able to select who I'm working with, because I don't spread myself everyone and work with everyone. No, like my clients know me, I know my clients, we have good relationships, we're friends, we're actually hanging out, it's chill, it's amazing. You don't, unfortunately, always have this luxury when you're working in an office for someone, because you work with what you're given to work with.
In fact, you don't have at all this luxury.
No, not at all. So I'm not gonna lie, of course I worked very hard for it. It's not like it falls on you randomly. You know, nobody ends up at the peak of the mountain by accident. Like, you had to climb there. It took me a lot of time, it took me a lot of tears, it took me a lot of effort, a lot of sleepless nights. But I made it, and this is where I'm really comfortably staying now. So that's a little bit about that. Is there anything else you want to know?
Are you financially happier?
Well, okay.
Because I feel like, I feel like freelancing, okay, when you go to an office, you know, this is the check I'm getting at the end of the month.
That's the thing.
When you don't work, I never worked in an office. I went for 3 days and I left. I said, I can't do this. I was like, your check is good. But I'm only 17 and I understand this.
So it's a good thing they understand this. I think actually though, eventually if you would have an opportunity to work in office, in a corporate environment or something like that, that is nice, go for it. I think everyone needs this experience. You learn a lot from it. It doesn't have to be the path, but if you have an opportunity and at one point of your life it makes sense, why not? You can give it a try, even if it's just like for half a year. Anyways, speaking about the financial thing, a lot of people, and I find it kind of funny, assume that because I have like some days I'm free, I'm traveling a lot, I'm moving around Cyprus all the time. Obviously, I look all pretty glammed up on the videos as if like I'm super crazy rich and I'm just, you know. I am financially happy.
Okay.
I'm comfortable. I'm happy with what I have. I don't devalue myself. That's the most important thing. It's really important that I would rather work with 2 clients that do understand my value and it's mutual, instead of just spreading myself around for a couple of bucks and just, you know, wasting my energy. No, we are not doing this. I'm not that girl.
Yeah, that's like, I think when you have self-value, which is what
super important.
I'm way younger than you. Well, way younger. What we have like 7 years difference, I think.
7?
7. Well, I'm 17. You're 24.
Oh my God.
So we have 7 years difference.
Okay. Wait, I thought you got 18 recently.
No,
no?
In March.
Okay.
5th of March.
Sure.
Wait, I'm waiting. 5th of March. I finish school.
Isn't it insane you're 17 and you're already so financially educated and you understand so many things?
You know why? Because like,
I do respect this a lot about you.
Thank you. It's because my mom, mom, when she was like also, she came from a very poor family.
Yeah.
And usually children that, like me, that are in families that have money, they don't want to go anywhere.
True.
I kind of saw it from my mom's perspective, because when she was my age, her father died, her mother was like working, but it wasn't enough, so she had to go like out of her way to work. And so she was like 17 and getting $1,000, which, excuse me, $1,000 back then was like a lot of money.
Indeed.
Now with 1,000 euro, I can't do anything. Like, you know, I'm going to, for example, me and my girls were planning a senior trip next year to Paros. And I understand from now that if I want to go to Paros and spend there 200, 250 euro per day, additionally to this, we're renting a house for 5 days, so we have to split the cost. I have to like start working more.
Of course. I'm happy financially, I'm happy time-wise, I'm happy vlog-wise, I'm just happy.
How many PR vlogs, not vlogs that you want to do, PR vlogs do you do per month?
I would say around, actually depends on the month. You know, it really does depend on the campaigns. Usually, like let's say during summer, there was a lot of PR because a lot of summer campaign related. Now it's a bit calmer. I would say on average, I accept up to 4 per month.
Oh, that's not a lot.
It's not a lot, but that's why.
But you have more requests, I'm sure.
Of course I do, but I don't work with everyone. I only work with somebody that I like, as well as I don't want to be a billboard.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, I post so much more other stuff that is completely on my own that I genuinely prefer to show. And it does go back to the financial topic. I would rather miss out on this money than promote something I don't believe in.
Yeah.
So I will work with you if I believe in you. And I also don't want to trash up my my vlogs with all the ads, even though I don't see my promotional PR videos as ads as in such. Like, I'm trying to keep the balance of being honest and showing my style how I normally do, plus obviously, let's say, promoting something that my client wants to show, which usually goes of a mutual interest.
Yeah.
Like recently, for example, right now I'm collaborating.
The bowls.
Huh?
The bowls.
The balls is on me.
On you?
Yeah, fully. I found a place and I was like, I want to show
Where
it.
is that place?
It's in the Oroklini Livadia area.
I only know Nola and I know Nautical Club.
Okay.
What else is there?
There's Aloha, that's the place. It's right
Aloha.
in between.
Okay,
It's like really small.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah, so
that was you initiated.
It was fully my initiation. So
okay.
No. I'm kind of craving for the salad, by the way.
Eat it.
It's looking at me.
If you told me before,
I wish because it didn't even cross my mind completely. So,
well, usually
it always shocks people, by the way, that I.
Yeah, it's like crazy that you don't eat seaweed.
Okay.
Have you ever had like, for example, you go to do a collaboration vlog, whatever, to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then they pay you, but you don't like the food. Do you say the truth in the vlogs or no?
It never happened to me, actually.
Never happened to you?
Okay, there was occasional things that maybe I didn't like something, but I just don't mention the things I don't like, let's say.
Okay.
But that way, if we're speaking about the promotional vlogs.
Yeah, I'm talking about promotional.
Because, you know, I still rather prefer to focus on the positive, because it doesn't mean that if one thing is bad, that the whole place is completely trash. No, it's not. It's just... Sometimes I don't always have to mention something. Go.
What do you think about what do you think about the services? The people that were υπάλληλους. We say that in Greek.
Υπάλληλος.
What do you think about? Yeah, it's called workers, servants.
Okay. You mean in general,
in
service
general.
in
because
Cyprus?
There's a lot of problems with that.
A lot of people that I meet say it sucks, and I think. I've had occasionally a couple of times that it did suck compared to like other places, especially like European standards.
Yeah.
But you have to know where you're going. I mean, on my own, of course, I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm gonna feel nice, where I know that I'm gonna have a good time, good vibes, and that's what I prioritize always when I'm spending the time. But yeah, it does, like bad service of course exists in Cyprus, like everyone knows it.
It's so hard because I work with a bunch of bars in, some are seasonal, which we open from May until October, and some are like all year round.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for us to find staff.
Oh, yeah.
Like for example, we have some people that are working on a beach bar and the person comes from Anglanja. But he came and he told us, if you pay me 1,500 euro per month, I'll work.
Yeah.
So it's like, you either get those people that are ready to work and they're Cypriots.
Yeah.
For example, there's some places here that I got really mad once because the guy like did not know Greek or English. And I was like, and he was trying to serve me food. It was my mom's birthday. He was trying to serve me food. And then I was like, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know what time my dad wanted the food. I didn't know anything, but I was the first one there because of the balloons and shit. And he was like serving the food. I was like, and he was asking me if he's supposed to bring. I was like, I don't know. I said, I don't know. And then the manager comes and he like yells at me. He's like, why are you mad? And I'm like, what do you mean, why am I mad? Because your people don't know how to speak neither Greek or English. How am I supposed to talk to them? Like Pakistani or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
so
what you mean, yeah.
It's, I don't know. But also that's the part of like freelancing. You were correct that like, yes, you do whatever you want and stuff. But from the other hand, it gets stressful.
It does get stressful.
Because
I never know what to expect. I am alone. I don't have like Okay, no, I do have people to back me up, but still, it's not the same as working for a company, definitely. Like, it doesn't give you the security, let's say, in a way.
What's your, I want a coffee from somewhere.
Red Sheep.
Red Sheep?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
but that's only in Nicosia.
Ah, okay, yeah. Okay, from chains, I would say Café Nero, actually.
Yeah, coffee there is good.
Café Nero, I also kind of like Bean Bar.
I know it, yeah.
The pink one. And yeah, these two probably are good. Gloria jeans as well. Depends what's closer to me, but I think, yeah.
Costa Coffee is a no.
Not really. It's okay.
It's okay, it's not wow.
Nah.
Did you see my video about Coffee Berry?
No.
So I drink...
about the service that you asked for the milk thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
How hard is it to understand that I'm asking you not to put in the mall in Larnaca? The last time that I went to Coffee Berry, I understand it's an iced latte. I understand there's supposed to be a lot of milk and more milk than coffee, but not the whole fucking cup.
That's why I don't.
Not the whole fucking cup.
There is like milk and coffee, so where's the coffee?
Yeah, and then when I think about how much milk, because I'm like lactose intolerant, like
that's why we're having
Fredo
espresso. I used to be a nice latte, caramel latte girl. So bad for my skin and my digestion, and I realized that even though I love it, and oh my god, it's such a temptation, but I became a Freddo espresso girl, and I'm so happy about it. It honestly made my life so much better.
That's my problem. I'm not intolerant to milk. I get really bloated, you know?
Look, listen, I'm not gonna be the person to promote the vegan diet and everything, but it's true. We're not supposed to be drinking milk. Milk is for baby cows.
What about breast milk?
For that? Yeah, but breast milk...
It's natural thing,
It's natural.
yeah.
It's from your mom. It's not cow's milk. Yeah. Cow's milk is for baby cow. So, I mean, I'm not saying don't drink it. Do whatever the hell you want. But don't be surprised if your body reacts to it. I don't think there is such thing as a lactose intolerance. Is that your body is technically is not exactly supposed to be having... milk.
I stopped drinking milk when I went to the US because that was the reason I found out that was the reason why I'm bloating.
Big time.
I feel so uncomfortable. And I stopped eating sweets, any type of sweets, like.
I could not refuse that.
No, I can eat like a sorbet, you know, and that's about it. Because everything else that I eat, I feel very bloated and I feel very uncomfortable.
No.
And so I had to stop. But with the coffee berry thing, I go in and there was actually a guy working and other two girls. And those two girls, it looked like they were about to say sorry to me for the guy, but they couldn't because the guy was there, you know? I just kindly asked, I was like, can you put me less milk in the cup? And he's like, we never put a lot of milk. And I'm like,
you know what you can do?
do?
And I think most of the people do it. Get a Freddo espresso and ask for a shot of milk.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
But are they going to be like, this is not a Freddo espresso, you know?
Yeah, whatever. No, actually, a lot of people do it. A lot of my friends Cypriots do it. So many. Just ask Freddo espresso and shot of milk.
It's like Freddo cappuccino though.
Kind of. Yeah, but it's less milk. Or 2 shots of milk.
Okay, that's true. That's true. No, I hate it. It's like people think that it's usually the customers that are rude.
Yeah, no, that's... Speaking about the service, exactly. You're not in a position to be rude. I'm coming here. I'm spending my money. If something doesn't go like according to your standards or your understanding, be nice and explain it. There is no need to be like putting the whole milk and just be like, enjoy it.
He told me there's 100 milliliters in the cup. How much milliliters of milk do you want? I was like, put me 80. I don't know. Is that less enough? You know, like I'm not supposed to know those things.
Yeah, I'm gonna sound like a bitch, but like,
no, it's fine.
Am I working here? Like, am I the barista? No.
Yeah, I know. Also, if you don't like your job, don't work there.
That, you know, I think that's the beginning for most of the problems everywhere in every job. You're not going to do a good job if you're going to be working in an environment that you don't like.
That's fact. That's fact. Let's go to yoga. Last year, this time, you were not a yoga girl.
I was doing yoga, but I was not a yoga teacher.
But you never showed it, I think. Last October, it was like, we didn't even speak about yoga. Why, how, spiritually or physically, how did that change you?
Yoga, I started it about 3 years ago, actually. Like
I started, it's a long time.
No, yeah, it's been a long time. But I joined the yoga classes and I wanted to test what it is about because I've heard all the benefits, etc. But when I actually gave it a try and did it I used to do it 3 times a week. It transformed my life,
Your
but
life.
completely. I didn't even expect it. So I started digging more and more into yoga and the benefits, because I soon realized that yoga is so much more beyond than just physically doing, the poses and everything. And the more I started learning, the more I started understanding my own body and how my body is connected to my mentality and my, everything. And suddenly an idea creeped in. It's like, what if I start learning more about yoga and maybe even be yoga teacher potentially, or at least get knowledge about it. And I started advising with my teacher, who was and still is my guru, my Dimitris. And I asked him, how did he realize that he wanted to be a yoga teacher? How did this happen to him? And he told me that he used to work in marketing.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's a coincidence. And then he says that the moment like he worked in something, like one time he just had this calling, like it's like something told him, like you need to learn more about yoga and you need to spread this knowledge. And when he was telling me this story, and I was thinking, this is literally my story. Like, I'm in marketing, and it's like, I don't know out of where, but somewhere from inside, I feel the need to spread the knowledge of yoga.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, basically for quite some time, I've been dedicating all of my weekends, and I'm a certified teacher now. And yes, basically that's how it happened for me.
I think I told you before. I know one Ukrainian singer. She's very young. She's like 21. She was married. She loved the guy so much, and then she got divorced.
Okay.
And what helped her was this Chinese teas and this thing that you. I'm sorry, I don't want to make fun of anyone. That spiritually helped her.
Okay.
Meditation, Chinese teas, those China ceremony.
Yeah.
And then those things that smell.
Incense, yeah.
That. How can yoga help someone in a depressing time, let's say?
Well, in depressive time, it takes you out of depression, literally.
Okay. Yeah, but many people don't believe in that shit.
Yeah.
Is it better than medication?
Meditation is yoga.
No, medication.
A medication.
Can that compensate?
What depends. What do you mean by medication? Like the pills they give you when you're depressed? Look, I'm not a doctor, and I don't want to say anything about against medical stuff, etc. I obviously, when I need to, I also take certain medicine. But at least in my approach, if you are in depressive episode, a pill, of course, on chemical balance, it will help you, etc. But you need to dig in the root. You need to see what's on the inside, because depression doesn't come out of nowhere most of the time. It happens from either suppressed emotions or certain, unfortunate events that happen in our life. So we do have to work with them. If we're speaking about meditation itself is not gonna solve your problems. Yoga itself, as in practices, is not gonna solve it. It's a question of a lifestyle and question of conscious choices that you're making towards bettering yourself. And when you start seeing your life in a more positive route and start seeing the beauty in little things, you do kind of rewire your brain, your chemistry, and slowly beautiful changes happen in your life. So meditation is just a technique. Yoga is just a technique. And so is the medication. It's just a technique. I mean, it's a spectrum. And I think everyone should find something that works for them. I'm not saying yoga will work completely for everyone, even though I personally believe it will.
See?
I don't want to be a person to pressure somebody to do something against their will. That's not yoga. So
yogatribe.cy.
Yeah.
That's the Instagram account, FYI. We can put it here.
Sure.
That was coaching, yoga, lessons?
Yoga lessons. Okay, try.
And I assume most of your clients were your followers.
Actually, yeah.
Which is
and
so
friends
fun.
of friends as
listen,
well afterwards.
I love and adore the fact that like not many influencers. You listen. You are considered an influencer for Cyprus because in
at
Cyprus
this point, yes.
Yeah, we don't have a lot
I
of.
hate it, and I still kind of don't like this word. But at this point, I say it. I am an influencer.
She admitted it.
I admit it. It's because it's so easier to. I don't have to explain all of my life. It's just people immediately understand it.
I'm
an
shy.
influencer.
I'm shy to say that I'm like that because I'm not like that.
And
I
if you
just
question,
exist.
yeah, the thing is, I do believe an influencer is somebody that influences something.
Yeah.
I do believe I influence. I influence the industry in Cyprus. I influence people decision where to go to try something. It is an influence.
Yeah.
The only thing is that I'm trying to be conscious about what influence I make because I want to do good influence. I don't want you to send it to a place that is bad.
Yeah.
No, I try to influence you in a good way. Anyways, so
as an influencer, people probably want to meet you here and there. So I feel like the yoga tribe is also a chance for people to connect with Margaret. There are not a lot of people. Listen, we're both Slavic.
Yeah.
Our characters are probably, her character is very, you know, when she doesn't like something, it doesn't exist.
True.
But she's very positive. And I feel like people can gain a lot of energy from you. Don't you feel like it's a good opportunity for your followers to come and see you and do yoga with you? I'm sure that some people don't like yoga, they just come to see.
This happened as well, yeah, and I did realize it. And I don't think it's a bad thing. At the end of the day, we're doing something productive and we're also getting to meet each other.
Are you going to continue that?
I am considering of how to continue it because I don't think I want to continue full on doing classes.
Okay.
Every Wednesday, every Thursday. I think I want to be more selective and yoga tribe community. So I'm
We're in Cyprus though.
Huh?
We're in Cyprus
yeah,
though.
but there is a lot of people that are interested in general. So what I do want to focus more on is to provide experiences yoga related, not directly yoga classes. So for example, there is this one place, I completely forgot its name now, oh my god. It's not Cyherbia, let me find it quickly.
Oh my god, wait, Cyherbia is the garden, right?
Yes,
in somewhere.
Yes.
Labyrinth.
Exactly, but it's not Cyherbia I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you. Lumina Botanical. That's the one.
I heard about it.
So, Lumina Botanical. I did a collab with them, as in on my own. I went there, and it's a place where they're growing herbs, like for the tea. They do have herbal ceremonies occasionally. They do host certain workshops and stuff like that. So, I do want to take my yoga tribe, my people, my community. For example, do let's say a workshop that will be related, maybe have a little yoga class, try our teas. They also produce essential oils, which is fully natural. They have their own organic honey. So more of selective events instead of having constant classes, because I do believe there is amazing classes elsewhere, and I also fully recognize that. Let's say if you live in Limassol, you're not gonna come to Nicosia for my class. I know it's a bit more.
They'll probably come to meet you, but like.
Yeah, but yes. So as of now, we're recording this in end of August. It's still hot, and people are not prioritizing, let's say, doing sports. The people still are on the beach, etc. Closer when we're moving to the winter time, a bit colder, people do want to have some activities on the weekends, let's say, etc. So that's where I'm gonna start focusing on later on.
Well, when we mentioned the fact that like people come just to meet you, how do you choose your group of friends? How do you know that this person is with me not because he wants to gain some popularity?
Oh, that was a hard thing for me this year. Probably something I learned.
Because I'm facing this like now, like this is my peak time.
Listen, I know if you want to be my friend because I have followers, I can sense it immediately. It's the way how you behave. Like I see it.
What's a behavior trait for you? What shows you that like the person wants to just?
The moment I meet them, they usually would say something like, "Oh my God! Like that video you went and you're so cool and this and that, and we should hang out sometime. So I do appreciate it and I get it, but like I know you're seeing first my work and then you see me, which again I'm super grateful for it. Like it's cool. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing my job. I'm doing my work, and I do also recognize my effort. But my friends, my true friends, I have quite a few, by the way, and I usually, actually I'm a very introverted person, even though it doesn't feel like it. They don't care if I'm gonna vlog something. They don't care how I look. They're there for me in my sad times. They're there in my good times. They're clapping when I'm achieving something, and they're also grieving with me if something goes wrong. Meanwhile, friends that are there with me for just the hype, I know immediately they're not going to be there for me if something goes down.
But you don't really show like...
I don't show that a lot, and happily I don't have these things happening a lot, but yeah.
What was your scariest, when we were talking about when people meet you?
Yeah.
What was your scariest? I've had some scary situations with people here and there, where people, listen, I'm going to emphasize this. I understand we live in Cyprus. I understand it's a small island. I understand everyone knows each other. I understand in Cyprus you like to greet people here and there. But people, beautiful women and girls, men, it doesn't mean that you have to scream out of your car window like, yo, ooh, Ella.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no, not cool. This is, as much as I hate it, like this is something you kind of have to accept in a way. I try to see the positive thing of it, because it's like you acknowledge that I'm beautiful, or you acknowledge that I am this and that, and thank you for that. To reply your question, the scariest thing happened to me. So I was in this one really small supermarket, one of those that doesn't even have a proper name. It's not
like a periptero.
Not even periptero. It's like somebody owns it, like like whatever.
It just exists.
It just exists, like a random fruteria thing with like something. And sometimes I go there just to grab something quickly and leave. And there was one man. He was pretty old, which actually I have no idea how that's even possible. Like pretty old. And he recognized me, and he comes up to me and he's like, Margarita, and I'm like, yes. And he starts a conversation. So I would imagine like, okay, if it's a conversation, whatever, like I'm gonna be gladly having a conversation with you, talking about blah, blah, blah. But he started freaking out, and he started kind of like shouting my name and all the like people around. And he was like, oh, she's an influencer. Oh, you know her, and this and that. And I was just standing there with like my piece of cheese and eggs, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing, and like I don't know what to do. And it was like a really tiny space as well, and I was like, yeah, thank you, like trying to pay and leave, and he was like trying to hold me, and he's like, no, we have to go there and have coffee and stay there and be there. And I'm like, I have to go, like, you know, it can get crazy, because you never know what kind of intention people have, as well as I don't mind attention, but it depends where, time and place, and depends how you bring me this attention, because I don't know, I'm a person, I do want to go and buy my cheese and peas sometimes, and
that's the problem with like privacy.
Privacy, that's the thing. Listen, the moment I signed up for social media, I perfectly understand that my privacy is now public in a way. Like, I admire and I love people that come up and talk to me, but I think it's a question of manners more than anything.
It is, yes. I mean, also like, okay, my surname is Lashkul. Everyone calls me Lashkul in my school. Everyone knows me by Anastasia or Lashkul. I've had various situations where I'm just passing by a restaurant, a cafe or whatever, and then people just scream out, Lashkul! And I don't even know them. Like, I don't even know you.
That's what I mean.
And then I've had situations where people are like taking pictures of me from the back. And I've had one time where I was really pissed off. I was standing right next to the person. I was ordering a coffee, and he took out his phone, and it was clear that he was taking a picture of me.
Yeah.
And then I turned around before leaving, and I was like, if you want to take a picture of me,
Just
you
come
tell it
and-
to me to my
yeah.
face. I'm not gonna like bite
don't,
you. Like,
don't do
Yeah,
this.
this is no,
Like, no,
don't do that.
no,
I'm not a Rottweiler. I'm not gonna bite you. Like,
Yeah, like when people,
It's-
if you're polite, literally come up to me and say hi. Like I've seen you on socials. Like you're cool. I like
some
it.
people do that to me, but
Yeah, let's take a picture. Like even if you don't want picture or whatever, just like talk to me. Like hi, like just wanted to meet you. And I've had plenty of those, and that's cool. Like that's
sure people take pictures with
respectable. Actually, not too often. People mostly talk to me, and people mostly say that people are thankful. Like they say thank you because of you I found this and that. Like it's my favorite place now or favorite product or
Yeah.
something. That's cool. Pictures not so much. Actually, please take pictures with me. I like pictures.
yeah, that's I don't know. Like, it's everywhere like this. You know,
Yeah.
Only when I'm abroad, I feel like I'm like
Yes.
not there. But
Yes.
when I'm here, it's also like coffee shops. For example, I went to the airport. There's a Costa Coffee outside. I went in there, and then the barista, he was like, "You're Anastasia, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And then, I just assume that people know me from Instagram stuff. He's like, "I saw your podcast here and there."
Yeah.
But that's when I'm like, okay, I'm doing well. Like people know who
It's
I
a
am.
recognition,
People know where I am.
definitely.
You know.
No,
And I've had
it's
many
good.
times that I go into coffee shops and people just give me free coffees because
Yeah.
they and that's like, muhti cafe.
I do. No, that's nice. That's appreciation of your work. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
But it's nice when people appreciate it and they don't shout your name out in the
Yeah.
streets, like, you know. And also sometimes I
no.
have like DMs. Can you do this for free? No.
Oh. Cory, the amount of times it happened to me, and it's not even the DMs that annoys me. It's when I go to a place, and let's say I want to get my coffee, just me and my coffee, and if somebody recognizes me there, oh, you're here, you're gonna do a vlog for us. Listen,
It's time and effort.
if I want to, I will.
Yeah.
If I don't, I don't.
If you think it takes Margaret like an hour to edit a video,
Minimum
not
an hour.
even, man, I'm sure it takes you more to edit a video. I mean, also the more you do it, the faster you get.
Well, now it's about 1
The more you
hour,
do
1
it.
hour, depends on the length of the video, but yeah, 1
Yeah.
hour, let's say 1 hour and a half.
What's something that you would never, ever promote?
Promote?
Yeah,
Oh.
cigars and stuff like
Oh,
that.
for sure not.
Obviously, alcohol also.
Okay, listen, alcohol depends. I've had people approach me to promote alcohol. I say immediately, like, no, sorry guys,
Yeah.
no. If it's something like wine yard, wine tasting experience,
That
I
why
can
not?
imagine. But again, okay, I used to not drink at all. Now I think I drink a bit occasionally.
Okay, so alcohol and cigars and stuff, yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Any adult products.
People
That's
approached
not
me.
cute.
People approached me.
That's
with that
not-
as well. I was
yeah.
like, no.
That's too private. That's too vulgar for me. No,
No, but can you just imagine yourself? I'm sorry, promoting adult products, like.
no way.
No, like what
No
would you
way.
say?
Yeah,
Here's this. You use this
Okay,
with that.
actually,
like,
no. Listen, I think for adult products, it suits people that are being really like open-minded in terms of the body positivity and feminism, etc.
You know what
I kind of
think?
feel like
Yeah,
it fits this narrative.
Women that are more.
I don't
about-
find the need to shout about it. Like
Yeah.
I keep it to myself, and my close friends know.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Oi, friends, people. That's it.
Okay.
I don't even talk about these things like with my friends, let's say. But to promote it, no, sorry.
But you know, many women now, even like in Ukraine, those like famous influencers and stuff, they make even seminars about womenizers.
Really?
Yeah, and they promote it. It's like womanizers are good. Like
What do you mean by womanizers?
womanizers, like
Men, like
no,
womanizer.
like
Ah, the thingy.
womanizer.
The thingy.
the adult products.
Okay.
They call them womanizers.
Really?
Womanizer. Womanizers.
First
yeah.
time I hear it.
Apparently that's how they call it.
Okay.
And they promote it and they say it's good. Like a woman should womanize.
A woman doesn't know nothing to nobody. If you want to do something, do it. If you don't.
No, I also agree. Like, but it's been like people are, what I'm trying to say is people are not scared to talk about womanizers and to talk about adult toys.
Yeah.
Which I think is good.
It's not a scary topic.
No, it's not.
Definitely
it's just like,
not.
it's, some people like to keep it private.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know?
thing. That's my point. I prefer to keep it private. It's a question of preference. It doesn't mean that I'm like not open
Yeah.
to talk about it or something. But in terms of business and in terms of my vlog, it's a taboo for me.
No, it is. Yeah, it's taboo. It's really private. People might get you wrong. People might, you know. Too
Also,
much.
listen, I have children watching me.
Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna be promoting stuff for
18
like,
plus.
yeah,
Well, you talked about in Iceland to girls. You were talking about dating.
yeah.
How's that going?
Well, the thing is, I also came to a conclusion that I'm at this point of my life that I'm not looking for nothing.
Okay, so you're just.
I'm just me. I'm just chilling.
Here's another question. Here's another really interesting question. Men that want to meet you because you're famous, or men? How do you recognize that?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure that you went on dates and then you're like, okay, this guy is like full on my fame.
Yeah.
And you have to be. I feel like also, this is a problem with me. I have to be very selective with whom I talk to and with whom I go out, because the instance I talk or go out with someone wrong, everyone knows about it because people
Cyprus.
talk.
Cyprus.
So I guess you also as an influencer have to be very careful with those things.
I don't go on a date with everybody and anybody. Like first, we're gonna speak a lot, we're gonna talk a lot, we're gonna chat a lot. We might meet for like a coffee or something and get to know each other. If from there I'm potentially seeing that I could possibly like date you or something, then yeah, I will agree to go on a date with you. But if I'm gonna notice that you're just pretty much fangirling as a guy, and the only thing that you want is like having like a famous girl by my side, like get out of my face. Like I'm not here for this childish stuff. But yeah, I mean, my dating life, I just it's not of my priority right now. It doesn't mean that I have my eyes closed. Like if I meet somebody very interesting and I click and I feel this energy, like it's beautiful.
Have you had this in Cyprus yet or no?
Yeah, I did. I had relationships here as well.
Oh, okay, relationships, guys, not one about. But you're not public about those men.
No,
so, like,
no.
And they're fine with that. They don't want you to be public about them.
No. Even if they do, I don't want to make it public.
Yeah, no, I feel. But what if people see you though with them?
Okay.
That's different, right?
Sure. I mean, it's not a problem. It's not like I'm hiding anything either, but
That's also true.
when I'm, especially, okay, even if it's long-term relationships, I'm not the kind of person to post about it and like fill up my whole social media about it. I mean, no. So I don't have to be public to prove something to my other half. Like, my social media is my social media, our relationship is our relationships. I don't even post my friends as often, to be fully honest with you, like occasionally.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, anyways. So, yes, but obviously, like if I'm gonna be in much longer committed relationships that I'm certain about the person and I'm certain that we're on the same page, yeah, like eventually from time to time you will see that person on my social media, but as of now I'm single, so.
And you're not, what do you think about Tinder?
I don't like Tinder.
You don't like Tinder?
I hate every dating app. I hate every dating app
Even
with
though
passion.
I have to say that one of my friends, she's Ukrainian, she moved to Cyprus like a couple of years ago, before the war.
Yeah.
She met someone on Tinder and they got married.
Yeah, there is a lot of love stories. There is a lot of success stories.
Even though there's a stereotype that everyone on Tinder just wants one thing and nothing else.
Majority of them do.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't sit on Tinder and stuff. I don't fucking like it. I don't have time. Thing is, I'm bored. I think it's also my age that I don't want to be with someone specific.
I was gonna say, like,
I like
also
roaming around.
due to your age, much better to meet somebody organically. Actually, any age is much better to meet someone organically. I hate the idea of seeing a dating app as a catalog that I'm scrolling. I like you, I don't like you, I like you, I don't like you. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
You're a human you're a human being.
Like a newspaper,
I want to treat you and I want to respect you. It's not the, and not only this, also, I'm gonna speak digitally. We live in the age of algorithms. Everyone that you're seeing, the algorithm has chosen that hypothetically you might like based on your interests.
Yeah.
But many times in real life, you meet possibly a total opposite of you, but you click, you have the chemistry. You don't have to be selecting somebody that's fully matching you because you both like hiking and you both like food. I mean, come on.
What are red flags for you? Biggest red flags?
Biggest red flag being, oh, I forgot the name in English. Skupoi, like not generous. Like not generous, being
Not generous, like an egoist?
Everything.
Self, like you want everything to yourself. Or you think more about yourself about the
You're
others.
like you're gatekeeping, you're just being like it's mine.
Yeah.
I hate people like this in general. Like, because it goes with everything. These people are usually very like, what's the word? I actually need to search for the word. Let me check. Stingy. Oh my god, that's the word. Stingy.
I also freaking hate stingy people. I
like,
think
it's stingy. Okay,
get out of my way.
Exactly, it's stingy. Okay, people always think about stingy money. Okay, money possibly is related as well, but stingy. If you're stingy with everything. You're stingy with your attention. You're stingy with money. You're stingy with your time. How am I gonna build a relationship with you? No, that's the biggest red flag, and you notice the stinginess the moment you speak to a person, honestly. So for me, it's like the first filter that bye-bye. So,
you know what you should do? Maybe it's in your, open an academy and teach people UGC creation.
I thought about it, actually.
You know how people have like SMM Academy?
Yeah. I was thinking
about it. We
about
don't have that in Cyprus.
I know. I thought about it.
Listen, this summer I have.
Do you want it, guys? Let us know. If yes, I might comment. Let us know. Do you want to learn how to create content? We will teach you. Just give us the feedback.
There's many people that want to learn UGC.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to.
I think.
And there's many people that reach out, but I can't. I can't.
I know a lot of people
I can't do it.
I think first thing is confidence. That's all there is to it. But again, not all the content has to show your face or your voice or anything. There is content that is fully anonymous.
Yeah.
So there is different UGC in general. But yes, UGC is big, it's growing.
It's gonna grow more.
Now.
It's gonna grow more.
Start now.
Start when you're young. 17, 16. My
Definitely.
age. People are so like, you're only 17. Why are you not clubbing or on the beach? I don't have time. I don't know why. It's just, I know I put a lot on myself and I should probably not. But I feel more confident like that. I don't like it when I have nothing to do. I feel like when my days are fully booked. Not guilty. I feel like I'm bored. And I don't like it when I'm bored. It's like, I don't have anything to do. I'm like, no, it's not for me.
Exactly.
I have to be somewhere.
For sure.
I like to be out. Like, for example, after this, I'm not gonna go home. I'm gonna go and do my other errands and shit, whatever,
Yes. No, me too. I'm very similar. Except for me, I feel guilty if I don't do nothing. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I need to be working, editing, going somewhere, meeting somebody. If I'm not, it's hard.
Have you
Workaholic syndromes.
Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Yes.
Has that changed your life?
No, I feel like everything I read I already knew before, to be honest with you. But it's a good book. I think if you're not financially literate and if you're not business oriented in your DNA, read that book. It's very simply written. It's really perfectly putting out how money works in general. Even though I think now is really outdated in terms of financial advice.
Yes, because that book was written when?
Yeah.
Now we have things like Bitcoin and all that shit.
Exactly. But the mentality is still there. I feel like.
No, for some people the mentality will still be there. For people in the older generation that are still making money. Because there's 60, 70-year-olds in Cyprus that are rich.
Yes.
And that are very rich.
Yes.
And with all of the people coming in now from all the other occupied and non-occupied countries of war, we have so many different cultures.
For sure.
Soon we're going to have Cyprus with Lebanese getting married, Cyprus with Israel, and all the other countries out there.
True.
And what else? Cyprus and Pakistan. I already know so many Cyprus and Philippines couples that are having kids.
Yes.
And it's we're gonna be very different very soon.
For sure.
Extremely different. Oh, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked you before.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're gonna be in 5 years?
Yeah, true.
I actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put now, before this, Your answer from a year ago.
You know, I can imagine this ending up in two possible scenarios. One is that I am gonna continue growing with my vlog a lot, and I want to be the biggest content creator. I imagine myself being a producer, but like TikToks and content in general. Another scenario is I get burned out because I'm not burned out now, but I am tired, and I will just abandon everything and everyone, buy a farm. I am a farm girl. I love sheep, goats, cows. I'm gonna live off grid, produce my own cheese.
I remember the answer, by
I
the
don't
way.
remember.
I remember.
I don't remember.
And I feel like I still stand by it.
Say it.
I am gonna have a farm.
A farm?
Farm.
A farm of what?
Goats and sheep.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Why a farm of goats and sheep? You want to sell milk?
Cheese.
Oh, you want to sell cheese?
Cheese and peas.
But halloumi?
Just imagine, okay. I'm
Cheese, peas, and yogurt tribe at the farm.
Oh my God, you are reading my mind. No, because literally, hypothetically, imagine. It's a little villa in the middle of nowhere, kind of secluded, beautiful, nice vineyards, forest, you know, we love that. It's a little boutique hotel where you can...
Also, it's a boutique hotel, so it's not just a farm.
So you're staying there.
Margaret.
So you're staying there. You're chilling. You're imagining, you know, the wine and everything. Local cheeses. You can have an experience of going and talking to the animals and feeding them and touching them, and oh my God, yes. And I am gonna be with the animals. I'm gonna be washing them, and I'm gonna deliver little baby lambs.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
And yes, I don't know. I just really see it because I feel like at one point of my life I will really want to like abandon in 10 years, abandon everything. I feel like I'm gonna be so fed up.
In 10 years, you're only gonna be 34.
Yeah, you know the only problem though I didn't calculate. I definitely also want a family. So by
Why is that a problem?
Yeah, how am I gonna combine a farm with the children?
How? You find someone rich, they hire nannies, they hire
Rich
nannies,
people
and
who
you
want
work.
to farm and children, reach me out.
Okay, but I still think a woman should be financially independent.
Yeah,
A woman
do want.
shouldn't
Of course.
depend on her husband, even if he's a rich habibi or something.
Totally. No, I do want to feel comfortable financially. Like otherwise, what's the whole point? Like I want to be comfortable with my partner and be able to rely in case of something happens. Obviously, that's normal. But definitely, I do want to be independent as well. Like I don't want to depend on.
Yeah, no, that's a good part.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
have we covered everything?
I think we covered everything. Are we
Thank
done?
you.
We're
Finally.
done. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much for
much.
having me. Like, and let's
Great.
see, maybe in a year again, I'm gonna see you again, and we're gonna have more
Maybe even
updates.
before that. Maybe we'll find a place before that.
That would be cool.
We can go to that place we wanted to go to if the management gets
Maybe. Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing.